Hey yo, what is up guys, it is me, the Lord Doge here, and welcome back to another video. Today's a bit different. In this video, which is going to be probably split into two parts, I'm going to be teaching y'all how to be actually somewhat decent at knowing how to outgame Guesty. So there's going to be two parts. This part will be more like quality of life tips, so like easier ways to knowing who Guesty is, knowing how to avoid traps, that type of stuff. And then the second part will be more like expert type of things, knowing how to juke them, knowing how to do stuff in certain maps, etc, etc. And I might do another video telling you guys how to avoid each trap, which could help you a lot. I'm gonna be with you. Knowing how to avoid each trap is sort of its own little thing, but enough talking. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do some certain stuff in this video. And as you can see, I have the lovely assistance of Guestman. It seems Guestman is running off, but I have the lovely assistance of this man right here. Look at this man. He do be look. Yes, magic. All right, so enough talking. If you guys also some little self-promotion. If you guys want to join me, follow me on Twitter or join my Discord. Links in the description. Just go ahead if you want to join. Yeah. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and get on with the video. Alright, so as you can see here, tip number 10 is going to be telling you knowing who to identify Guesty. Now, of course, if you look up here in the leaderboard, so of course we don't have enough people to identify who it is, but just for an example, pretend there's 6 people. As you can tell, I'm Guesty, but pretend I'm a survivor. And the way to identify who Guesty is to look around the map. Find people who aren't it, cross them out of the list from the leaderboard, and if you have 1 or 2, you can make a 50-50 guess as to who it is. But if you can't figure out when they spawn, look through each person's inventory, figure out who matches the character and their effects, and then you can know who Guesty is, and then from there, you can identify if they're good, or have somewhat of decent skill, or maybe have just now started the game, but who knows. It's a great way to identify if you have to use a lot of skill, or just barely anything. But yeah, that's tip number 10. It's quite an easy tip to learn, but it's just a quality of life insurance. Quality of life insurance. Man, I'm really big brain today. Anyways. On to the next tip. Alright, so, tip number 9 is identifying a Guesty's trap. Now, of course, I'm Guesty, you can tell which trap I have, but a good way to identify is once you know who Guesty is, look at their inventory. If you look here, and if I look at traps, you can see that my friend has the ice trap. Now, from here, I can identify they know how to most likely either use the trap, or just bought it, or maybe know some things about it. But that's how you identify, how to know when to, know what their trap is. Now, if you can't figure out who it is by the time you get to the thing, then what's gonna happen is you're most likely just walking around, and if you can't identify, and he activated. Well, if you can't identify who Guesty is, then you'll probably find one of his traps. I don't like that stare. That stare. Anyways, you might find one of his traps, lying around, and then you know which trap it is. But if you figure out who it is, and you know their traps, then it's an easy breeze from there. Nothing too hard, but nothing too simple. Alright, on to the next tip. Alright, so the next tip to knowing how to basically be good at Survivor is knowing how to use doors correctly. Now, as you can see, my assistant here, or my friend, is going to help me demonstrate how to use doors correctly. Alright, are you ready, my boy? Alright, so the first way to using doors is you close them on Guesty. Do it again. Close the door, please. The door. I asked him to close door. Oh, there you go. That's what happens when you close door on Guesty. It's actually a great way to actually, like, stop him, or stop him or her. It's a great necessity for stopping them in case you want to save time. And doors can also be used to delay traps. The way you do it is it gives you a few more seconds to escape a trap that Guesty has placed. It's honestly a great help. Alright, next tip is knowing how to activate traps. Now, an easy way to know when the traps is, as you can see, my assistant over there, who I'm going to now zoom in the camera with, is standing next to a trap that I have placed. Now, Guesty from here will not be able to reach him when he activates the trap because it is too far away. So, I will now alert my assistant to go activate the trap. I will run towards him, and as you can tell, well, actually, it might have been a bit too close, but there's just a small frame of time where he will escape. So, if Guesty is slow enough, the trap will basically be useless. And as my friend puts it, magic. Alright, let's get on to the next tip, and probably the final tip for this video. Alright, so, tip number 6. Knowing where key items spawn, or knowing where items for key items spawn. Now, depending on where you spawn, I'll get into more detail in the next video, but depending on where you spawn, you want to try to find where items spawn, where you know items for good stuff will spawn. Where I spawned, which was right here, spawned the yellow key. Now, you always gotta know, where does the yellow key go? Of course, I grabbed the yellow key, and my best friend here is going to just move real quick. And I walk over here, and I see, oh, that's the yellow door. And of course, I open the yellow door, and inside could be a key item. As you can see here, a key item spawned, the pink book, which is needed to escape. In addition, you also need the key card and the screwdriver to escape. So, for every map, you gotta know where the key items will definitely spawn, and where they have a chance to spawn. For example, the pink book can spawn in the yellow room, the purple room, the green room, can spawn here, it can spawn here, it can sometimes spawn here. It can also spawn in the red room, the blue room, and the pink room. So, you have a lot of possibilities on where to spawn it, and of course you gotta know where the exit is, and knowing what each item you need is, and knowing where to activate those certain items. For example, since we're doing school, the key card can, the key card and or the screwdriver, the key card or the screwdriver can spawn in the pools, and same goes for the orange safe. Now, knowing where those items are, you can, of course, identify which one's which, because if you look in the pool, you can tell which one it is, and you can know which one is in the brown safe. These key items, however, will not spawn anywhere else. The pink book spawns outside, the other two spawn in here. So, with that being said, that's the end for this tip video. Another one will be going up in the afternoon, for me, of course. And thank you to my very epic assistant, this man. But yeah, hey yo, come here, bro. I think he's dead. Ah yes, everything is very unfamily friendly. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you want, subscribe I guess. Anyways, I'll catch you all in the afternoon or later today, whichever, or tomorrow for you, who knows. And yeah, peace.